Hi, I'm Jessica Patterson of Spinning Shadows Fiber Arts, and welcome back. Yay. Some of you may have seen my unboxing of this beautiful kit, Blue Mystique from Napa Valley Fiber. And today I'm going to be taking some of the materials in here and blending them up on my Brother drum carder. This is the 4-inch roving carder. And I'm super excited to share this with you. So, because this will be my first time blending, well, at least on video, blending a Napa Valley Fiber kit. So, let's see here. I'm gonna get out a few different items here and I'll put the rest away. The first thing I want to grab is out of this bag. This is gonna be our main stuff here. So I'm gonna grab this beautiful merino top in sky blue. Isn't that pretty? It's already got some sparkle attached to it. That's fun. Next up, I'm gonna grab this. What is this? Merino and stellina comb top in blue. Look at how sparkly that is. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what's last? Lastly, but not least, I'm grabbing out of this bag the Corriedale in Mediterranean blue. Is that not just the most beautiful blue you've ever seen? Oh goodness. All right, and with that, I'm gonna save the rest for spinning and combing, if I ever get my hands on some combs. And from this little bag, I'm going to grab out the, if I can get the tape off, I'm gonna grab out this Aegean blue bamboo. There we go. Because I love how shiny that is. And this here is just really soft and really textured too. I'm not quite sure how I'd want to use that. So that's gonna wait for later to play with if I want to do something real textured. So I'll put those away. And here's my selection here all together. Just absolutely beautiful blues, so you can see. And I think I'm gonna split them up into thirds. So I'm gonna take this sparkle here and about third it. It's still maybe a bit much, but we'll see. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. I'll do the same with the blue here. 1, 2, 3. Being very scientific in my divisions here. This is gonna be gorgeous. I love the challenge of figuring out how I'm gonna want to blend it. Now this is way more bamboo than I will use in anything, so I'm gonna just take a chunk of this and save the rest for future blending and divide it up into thirds here. Very, very specific thirds. All right, there we go. And then I'm gonna take the Corriedale here and divide that up. And that'll be that. This may be too much fiber, but we'll see. We shall see. Alrighty, let's see here. Very precise in our measurements. That's what I'm being. Absolutely precise. There we go. All right, thirds achieved. Haha. So I'm gonna throw these in just into my handy basket here, just to get them out of my way. And we'll start with this. All right. Now, first off, let's see here. I'm gonna make this Corriedale my base fiber since there's the most of that. And what I'm gonna do is divvy it up even a little more. And let's see. Just floof it out a bit before I feed it onto the carder. If you've never used a drum carder before and you're thinking about getting one, what you want to do is you don't want to feed a whole bunch of fiber on at once because it tends to gum it up a bit and it gets chunky. So I'm just gonna make this like as gossamer light as possible because this is really a lovely Corriedale. And gonna feed it on here just slowly, very slowly, so that it adds this nice base layer here. Whenever I do carding of this sort and I'm layering stuff up, I do this on my blending board as well. I always try to create a base layer of something, so that, you know, when I pull it off, it'll be sort of come off more as one piece, if that makes sense. With carding, it's sort of like a cake. You know, your base layer is your base cake mix, and all the other stuff is just like filling and frosting, basically. You know, you don't want to put frosting on the bottom of the cake, you want frosting on top. So that's how I approach bat making or rollags even. You know. Okay, so we got our base layer of that beautiful blue. And let's see, what do I want to do? I think I want to put on some of the sparkle next. Ooh, gotta love the sparkle. And I'll just, let's see, sort of want to put it on manually because it's just a really nice fine fiber here. And I'm just gonna very precisely just sort of stretch it out on there. As you can see, when you put the fibers on, it just sort of stretches out and pulls. And yeah, so this is going to be really beautiful. I'm already looking forward to spinning this. And hopefully it won't end up too chunky in spots, but I'll take it off and redo and run it through again, and that will help even out some of the chunks. Beep. There we go. Very precise, very precise. There we go. Okay, now for some bamboo. I'm very sparing on bamboo. I really think it's beautiful, but it's also very, I don't know, it also feels like spinning cornstarch to me. Maybe it's just me. So whenever I blend bamboo into my fiber stuff, I just really am sparing with it. I like it well blended with whatever other fibers I'm putting it with, just because it feels weird. I tried spinning bamboo by itself once, and nah. I don't know. Other people can, I can't. It just feels too weird. But it adds a beautiful sheen. I like it blended with other fibers, for sure. I once upon a time, made some beautiful strawberry colored rollags, white and pink, and they turned into the most beautiful yarn. I was so happy. Okay, I got the bamboo all on. That actually turned out to be less than I thought, but that's fine. And now I'm gonna just throw in some streaks of this sort of periwinkle blue here. Just do that, and do that, and very precisely do that, and that. And, well, let's throw in one right here too. Awesome. Okay. And now I'm gonna tease this out a little more and add in some more of my Corriedale here. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Now I don't generally tend to pack too much onto these bats. I don't like to. It makes it difficult, I think. But I like to have fun with them. I don't go for the really artsy bats, but I tend to take them and spin them into fine thread yarns. So we'll see how this turns out. Got some caught on the liquor in, and that's okay, because that's what I have this handy little brush for, is to clean that off. And also to put stuff back on the drum. So, there we go. Perfect. There we go. It bothers me when fibers get stuck on that. Okay, so I'll maybe add in a little more, and then add in the rest of my blending fibers. So let's see. It's nice and thin. Very nice. This is just blending onto the drum carder beautifully. I love this fiber. Now we're gonna do sparkly again, because I love doing these things sort of as in sequence, you could say. There we go. And I can be a little particular about it. There we go. Beautiful. And I try to sort of end and start my fibers right here so that I have an easier time pulling them off the carder. Maybe it's just me, but that I find to be make my life nicer when making bats, as if I have a good clear break point for them. Just try not to get too much fiber right there. So, and this just packs it on for me. So sometimes I think I might turn the drum a little too often, but meh. Whatever. So, and lastly but not leastly, well, no, not lastly. Anyway, I'm gonna put on this periwinkle again in very precise fashion. You know, I'll just put some on there, and there, maybe some there, and a streak over here. Yep, streak there, and streak there. There we go. And pack it down. That got a little bit, that bothers me. That got a little bit chunky. I'll put that right there. There we go. Now, awesome. That's all packed on. And now for the final layer of blue, and I'll pull it off and show you the result. Isn't it drum carding fun? I love it. This has actually it's been way too long since I've gotten my drum carder out. I think the last thing I did on it was bats of Gulf Coast, which are I had for a time, if you've been following this channel, some Gulf Coast sheep. And the owner who sold them to me gave me a big old bag of Gulf Coast fleeces. And so I've spent a long time just washing, and I washed a bunch, and it's taken me forever to card them. I run over them with my hand carders just to open them up, and then I run them through the drum carder to turn them into a bat form for spinning. And I still have not gotten through all those fleeces yet. And I have in my stash now a whole bag of raw fleece that's unwashed that from my own sheep that I had. So I need to get to that someday because it's sort of piling up. So anyway, there we go. All done with that run. So I'll just park it right there because it's all packed on. I'm gonna take this pick here and run it along. And just start pulling it up a little section at a time, like that. And I'm just running it along the side of this metal bar in the middle. And till I get all the fibers up a little bit. And then just pull them apart to create an end. There we go. Yay! Beautiful. And so from there, I'll just take this and turn it back and pull it all off. And this is why I like having a base layer of a longer staple fiber. It's because it pulls off very cleanly. Just very particular about that. But it's okay. Even that doesn't come off perfectly cleanly. And that just is fine. It's fun. Usually after like a couple of cardings, I have to go in and clean off the drum carder. But anyway, there we go. Look at that. That's a nice sandwich of fiber there. Now, if I wanted, I could just take this and blend it. Or not blend it, spin it from here. You know, it'd be this nice, you know, like I said, it's a sandwich of fibers, and all I'd do to spin it is I like to draft it out into a roving form. And if I want, which I probably will do, is I'll run it through again and blend it a little more so that, you know, it's more blended. That's just what I usually do. So, but if I just want to spin it as is, it's fine. And just take it from here and go. But I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna pull it apart into pieces. And like before, I'm gonna be really careful not to just, you know, put chunks onto the drum carder, because that would not be good. So I'm just gonna draft it out and feed it back through. And that way it'll be more blended and more what I like to spin, which is fine. Well, not always fine. Sometimes I like to mix it up and spin something a little bit fluffier and more filled with air, which I may try with this. I'm generally able to achieve that kind of spinning with Rolags much easier than I can with bats. Bats tend to drive me crazy when I'm trying to just spin really thick yarn. It's not something I really have a good grasp on, but I find if I make traditional like woolen Rolags with my hand carders, I can do thicker, warmer yarn that really is awesome for using up. You know, I have a stash a mile wide, especially with these wonderful kits from Napa Valley Fiber. And I find the best way I use up all these wonderful fibers is if I turn it into some foofy Rolags and just spin. And it turns out into nice warm projects too. Hats and neck warmers and gloves, and hopefully in the future some socks too. I think my family is looking forward very much to some hand spun, hand knit, we'll see about that one, hand knit socks. So, because we've discovered, you know, over some very cold winters that wool is warm, you know? What a concept. It is. It really is. Even lace shawls, I found, I was really shocked. I found that on chilly mornings, that really airy lace shawl was awesome for keeping the chill off. And So I'm really sold on wearing wool. It's great stuff, I tell you. Yep. Let's see, this is almost finished, and then you'll get to see the result of running a bat through the carder twice. I don't think most people do this. I don't know. I don't really follow a lot of other spinning channels because usually I'm working on my own videos or spinning or knitting or knot binding or something. You know, I don't spend a whole lot of time watching other stuff. But yeah, this, I think it just really depends on what you want from the bat, you know, and that'll, you know, determine how many times you run it through your carder. So, and I would love in the future to show you guys what it would be like to do this on one of those big carders. Oh man, that could probably eat up a lot of fiber. But until then, we get to have fun with the roving carder, which works great. I mean, it doesn't use a whole lot of fiber at once, but it really just does the job. It's a workhorse. So, and now we get to see the result. Yay! I love how this looks already. It's so nicely blended. So, and this one, you know, I wasn't being precise about, you know, start and stop here. I just laid the fibers on by feeding them in. And that's okay. You know, this is already looking awesome. I'm so happy. So, let's see here. Yay, 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 yay. I see all the sparkles and the color is just so pretty and multicolored. So let's see here. Do. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let's give it a little shake to get out those tooth marks. And look at that. It's just blended together beautifully. Oh my gosh. You can see the streaks. There's a little chunk of that merino, and the glitter is distributed along with the periwinkle, and mostly what you see is the corridel. And here's some bamboo here. And it's just, oh my gosh. I'm going to be making 2 more of these, and I'm just going to be as happy as all get out. Look, there's some of that periwinkle there. So, yeah. Wow. That just makes me happy. Yay. Okay. And I'll just roll this beauty up for now. And just, oh man, I want to like tie a bow on that and just say Merry Christmas. Haha. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. What do you think of blending Napa Valley on a drum carder? I think I may do this for this kit. Well, I am doing this for this kit, and I'll do it for the January kit. And just, let's see what kind of beautiful bats we can make up. So, and I'll definitely have to show you pulling it into roving when I have my cameraman on hand. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think of seeing these beautiful fibers get carded up into a very gorgeous bat? That is going to be just so much fun to spin. So hit that like button if you liked watching this, subscribe for more, and leave a comment. As always, it helps us out when you leave comments, and share this video. Definitely go check out Napa Valley Fiber. There's new fibers up in her shop that she's putting out that are just so cool. There's new kits all the time. And if you have the extra funds, definitely sign up for the monthly kit if there's an open slot, because it is well worth it. It's so much fun to get a new fiber prize every month. I just love it. And stay tuned for more. And definitely, as always, Have a great day.